Hey everybody, Logan here. More Xbox news. Okay, I swear that we had PlayStation yesterday, right? Right, with Twisted Metal and adding the trophies and stuff. But Nintendo, where you at? I need some Nintendo news here. But this isn't technically from Xbox themselves. It's from another company called GameSir, which I don't know if you've heard of them. They make controllers. I've seen them on Amazon. I don't have any myself, but apparently we now have the world's first Xbox controller with Hall effect joysticks. Hall effect is basically a sensor inside the stick. The way the mechanics are built inside of the joystick itself in here, so they don't gain drift, so it doesn't happen. So the original controller that had that, if I'm not mistaken, was the Sega Dreamcast, and I don't know why other companies hadn't picked it up again until recently. But now it's becoming a big thing. I've already covered a Switch Pro controller made by Nixie, and they also have the Nixie Wizard. I cover the Nixie Chaos that have Hall effect, and it's becoming a big thing. So hopefully, with the next generation, next set of controllers by Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, they're going to go back and use these Hall effect joysticks. But let's get into this article from Pure Xbox that shows off these new controllers. I'm going to take a look into picking up one of these myself, unless GameSir, hey, you guys should reach out to me. I've had a couple companies. Actually, I've got some on the way, hopefully, uh, to show you some really cool looking controllers that are going to be sent to me. Say hello to the world's first Xbox controller with Hall effect sticks and say goodbye to stick drift. Now, people ask me all the time on certain controller videos that I've done, especially the Power A and the PDP controllers, how long did it take for me to get stick drift? The assumption that I even get it. Um, I haven't gotten stick drift on any of my controllers. People are like, "Oh, I don't believe you." Oh, okay, that's cool. You don't believe me. That's fine. Um, I'm thinking that maybe I'm just not hard enough on the controllers, but I have two controllers currently, one here in my office and another one in my game room. I actually have two in my game room that I'm using consistently. One being the Hyperkin Xenon, and the other one being the 8-bit Doe Ultimate wired. So here in my office, I'm using the Moga, which is the wireless Moga XP Ultra. I have this one in here, and people are like, "Oh, how long did it take you?" People are saying they've already gotten it. I haven't experienced anything, and this is my daily in here. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not hard enough, and those on those controllers and those wired ones that I use are backup and secondary for like the PDP and the Power A ones that I have, and I just don't use them that roughly to gain drift. I guess I don't know, but here we talk about GameSir has unveiled its latest Xbox accessory this week in the form of the G7 SE wired controller, and it's reportedly the first Xbox controller with Hall effect sticks available right now for $44.99. So it's on Amazon. I think I'm going to pick this up. I'm not a big fan of that artwork. I think I'm going to get the standard white one. Lately, I've been into the white controllers. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm so used to seeing all these fancy colors that the clean white of the controller. The only thing is when your hands are dirty. But I guess I'm just so used to every console being black now. Back in the day when we had the 360, it was such a shock. It was the white one, and then everybody had to have the black controllers, and now it's vice versa, except for the PlayStation 5. Well, I can go on, and the Series S, but it's just a thing. And I like I like the way the colors pop on a white controller, especially when they have accents like this. So let's get back into the article. If you're wondering what Hall effect sticks are, the idea behind them is that they shouldn't be prone to drifting as they use non-contact magnetic sensors. That's what I was trying to remember, to ensure durability and reliability. Here's a good explanation. Okay. of HL Planet. Don't know what that is. Uh, Quote, Hall effect sensors use the Hall effect phenomenon to detect the position of the joystick. A small magnet is attached to the joystick, and a Hall effect sensor is used to measure the voltage generated by the magnetic field. Hall effect sensors are more durable and have a longer lifespan than potentiometer based joysticks, and they are also more accurate and precise. They are also more resistant to harsh environments. End quote. Uh, Here. Well, this goes on. It tells you more about the Hall effect controllers and da 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 da. So it does have anti-drift functionality. It's great for shooters and first-person games and stuff like that, which it says here. When, yeah. So I want to get more into this controller. Again, if you have any more questions about Hall effect, feel free to look it up or just ask me in the comments below, or check out this article here as well. But let's get into the nitty gritty about this controller. Working platform Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and Windows 10 and 11. Connection wired 3mm detachable USB C. I think the 3mm, 3 meter, which is what, about 6 feet. 3.5mm audio jack. Microphone mute button. Oh, already built into the controller. That's nice. ABXY buttons, Hall effect sticks, analog triggers. Yes, Hall effect magnetic sensors. That's nice in the triggers. Rumble motors. Yes, 4 in total, each in the grips and triggers. That's nice. Back buttons. Yes, 2 back buttons. So it's got the little flappy buttons in the back. Are they paddles? No, they're actually just buttons. Back button, quick latches. Yes, 2. Customization software. Yes. GameSir Nexus. That's pretty cool. I did cover that for the 8-bit Do. It is downloadable on the Xbox consoles. Now, I was always under the impression it was 8-bit Do, but it's 8-bit Do. So I got corrected. Battery, no, because it is wired. And then there's your product size. Anti-drift stick. So that's the design of the Hall effect. Last up to 5 million cycles. That's a lot. Fully software customizable, so you can map all your buttons. That's a big thing these days. I've covered it, I think, with a PDP and the 8-bit Do, and there's another controller. I've downloaded all those customizable programs. So it has vibration motors. You got your sticks, of course, the buttons in the back. Now I think, what is that image? R4? I wonder what that is. I wonder what the R4 button's for and the lock. I wonder if those are hair triggers. I wonder if those are for the hair triggers or that's considered R4. R1, R2, R3 for the sticks, and that's R4. Maybe that's what that is. Oh, unless you can lock it. It doesn't say anything about that there. But it's a wired standard controller. Now, wired controllers are normally getting to the point where they're no longer around $30 unless you want a basic one. Once you get something that has a bit more functionality, like audio controls in your D-pad like this, you've got the rumble throughout the controller. You got the programmable buttons back here, the mapping features. Then you're going to start seeing the prices go up a little bit. So 44 is pretty standard. Used to be 39, but hey, inflation is not fun and it's destroying everything these days. But hey, it's making everything expensive. You've got that piece of art and then this plain white one. So as you can see in the listing here, it's the white one. So Hall effects joysticks, I think, are pretty cool. Like I said, I've covered them in the Nixie and the Switch, Chaos controller, and hopefully in some other ones that I will be bringing you soon. Do you plan on picking up this controller? Let me know. I know a lot of people hate wired. I'm a big fan of wired controllers because I hate batteries dying in the middle of gameplay. I'm actually one of those people because I sit, well, if you're here, if you're where I am now, my Xbox and my PlayStation I can touch them. So they usually stay wired unless I don't want wires in the screen like you see here. Sometimes I got wires coming around depending on how I have the thing set up and everything. So sometimes I will play wired. It really sorry, wireless. It depends on the situation and whatnot, depending on what I'm using. But in my game room, I'm a good 4 or 5 feet away from a console. I want to say about 5 feet because of the way the couch and everything is set up. So a wired controller is nothing for me. And I don't have to worry about batteries, and I get all the same functionality and usually a better D-pad. And like I said, I really can't stand clacky, loud buttons where it's like clack, 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 clack. My one big complaint, that's the only thing I don't like. And a lot of the other PDP and PowerA offerings are much quieter. Now, that's one thing about the 8-bit DOE controllers. They're very quiet on the button presses, and I'm hoping that this one will be as well. So I'm going to take a look, maybe order this if I can, and then see how it goes. And I will cover this ASAP. So, what do you guys think about this? What do you think about wired controllers? What do you think about Hall effect sticks? Thank you guys for watching. I've gone on long enough in this video, rambled on for more info and more brain food than I thought I would give you about these certain controllers. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.